All right, well, my Walmart order got in, and it is the two items that I ordered from the hyperstack line. And it's the Dolly with the 4-inch casters, and then it's the 3-drawer box that is part of the hyperstack series. So this just arrived today. So let's go ahead and open up the box and take a look. All right, so we got the caster coming out of the box here. I need two hands. Okay, it's out, and just real basic. Up here's one of the wheels. It's snapped into the bottom here. So I will install it in the front, and it's very similar to the service tray that I had. So it just has that friction ring that you put in, and it takes a little bit of doing to get it in, but these are going in a lot easier than the 3-shelf service cart that I got before. All right. And then I'm just gonna put the non-locking ones on the back. I don't know if I should do it on the back or on the front, but right now we're just gonna install it on the back. Let me get both hands on it. Okay, so there's the Dolly. Nothing too special about it, but it's definitely part of the hyperstack series. So you see it's got the special clamps for you to be able to clamp things in there, and it's got that weird kind of causeway bridge, I call it, through the side to stiffen it up. So anyway, that's the Dolly. Nothing special there. Let's open up the 3-drawer box and take a look at that. All right, need two hands to get it out of here. Okay, and there is the drawer box. Let's see, it comes with dividers built in. Oh, and it comes with dividers. Does it come with every drawer? Yeah, it comes with dividers in every drawer. So that's really nice. There's no way to lock it. There's no locking mechanism on it. It's light. It's much lighter than the drawers that I got from the Husky series. And it's definitely smaller in size, but it's about half the price of the Husky box. So I don't have the 3-drawer Husky box on me, but I'll run over to Home Depot real quick and do a quick comparison and show you guys what it looks like. Really impressed. Pretty good price. You know, it's got the roller bearings. It's not as smooth as the Husky box, but it's pretty smooth. That's not bad. It's not bad. And it only comes, I think there's only a 3-drawer version. There's not a 2-drawer version. But you see, you do lose a little bit of space where they cut in for the drawer. So you lose a little bit of space only on the second drawer. Is it the second and third? So that's the second drawer. So you can see there's a little cutout here. So you lose that space. And then, yeah, same with the 3rd drawer. So on the 2nd and 3rd levels, you lose a little bit of space on the side where there's a little cutout. And I think the cutout is for, I'm not sure what the cutout's for, but you lose a little bit of space. So the top drawer has the most space, but you know, it feels pretty solid. It's definitely thinner than the Husky, but you know, for a home DIYer, I think this is good enough. So let me put it on the Dolly real quick. Okay, so there it is on the Dolly. It's definitely a poor man's Husky build out. A little shorter, because I think that with the Husky build out, if you did like a couple of drawer boxes, you could make it almost like a workbench. So that's what I was kind of going to use it for, to put stuff on and review tools with it. The Husky build out also has a worktop that you can attach to this. Hyperstack doesn't make an additional accessory to put on top of this. So they just make the Dolly like the Husky build out and the Milwaukee pack outs, but they don't make a worktop bench. So we may have to fab something up just to fit in, so I can create a flat workspace, because this doesn't work. So I need probably piece of wood with a couple of spacers on the bottom, or maybe, I don't know, just a piece of wood on top and it'll hold it in. Overall, pretty happy with it. I was going to put sort of my camera equipment in here and my microphones and all the stuff I use to record my YouTube videos, and just use this as a something in the garage to just keep around. But again, it's kind of short, so you know, this is kind of short. So this is only 30 inches off the ground. It's a little short to do some work on it. And then this about 11 and a half inches tall. So even if I did 2 of these, it's only 20 inches. It's pretty short. So I'm gonna have to do 3 of these to make it tall enough to use it as sort of a standing workstation, I guess is the best word for it. So, I mean, not bad. Really inexpensive, but kind of really good for what I do, which is just kind of home DIY stuff. I'm not a professional DIYer. I don't need this. I'm not going to take this out in the field. It's not going to go in a truck. It's really just going to stay here in my garage or be in my office and hold my camera equipment. And I like the fact that they give you dividers on each level. With the Husky build out, they only give you dividers for a single level. So everything comes with a divider here. I may take some of them out just to put some other stuff in, but not a bad box for the price. Again, it doesn't lock. It's staying in my garage, which is locked, so I don't really need a lock on it. It's not bad. Let me take this over to Home Depot tomorrow morning. Just want to run over there and compare it side by side with the Husky build out and a couple of the other drawer boxes, how they compare to each other. I know that the build out's a lot bigger. The build out's a lot heavier. This one is really light.
The next day.
All right, so we're at the Home Depot. I brought my hyperstack drawer box, and we're gonna go ahead and compare them to the Husky build out and a couple other drawer systems and see how the hyperstack stacks up. Okay, so here is the hyperstack box next to the Ridgid. So you can see it's quite a bit shorter than the 3-drawer box from Ridgid. You can see, and it's quite a bit shallower as well. So you're losing about that much from the back. Let's see about the width. On the width, you're losing a little bit as well. So it's just like a shade smaller everywhere around except for the height. It's quite a bit shorter than the Ridgid. And then here's the hyperstack next to the Husky Connect drawers. It's quite a bit larger than that. And the drawers feel about the same smoothness, which is nice. So they're both pretty smooth. Nice ball bearing boxes, but they only detent shut. They don't lock shut like these. These will actually lock shut, but there's no locking mechanism on the hyperstack. But it is quite a bit taller, so it's basically the difference of 2 drawers versus 3 drawers. And I just noticed that the top drawer on the hyperstack is slightly shallower than the other 2 drawers. So there's 2 different heights. So here it is right next to the Husky build out. And the Husky build out's really heavy. This one's quite light, but it's also quite a bit shorter. What's that? A couple inches shorter than the hyperstack. And on the depth, it's a little bit shorter too. Let's see how it is on the width. Yeah, width-wise, it looks like it's quite a bit smaller too. So overall, just a bit smaller overall than the Husky build-out box, but it's also half the price. So yeah, the drawers on the Husky build-out are really smooth. I mean, this is smooth too, but you know, if you could compare them side by side, much smoother on the build-out compared to the hyperstack. But not bad, you know, not bad. I think overall still pretty good. I think they're both really good boxes. This one, you can see the Husky has a lockout bar, so you can put a lock on this and prevent the drawers from opening. But again, with the hyperstack, there's no lock, and there's nothing to prevent it from like rolling out. So you see that? It just opens up because it's just a detent that holds it shut, but you know, it's in your truck rolling out. So again, I think for the DIYer that doesn't move it around and keeps it sort of in their garage or in their house, this is really good for just sort of half the price. But let me see if I can find the Ryobi Lynx. Somebody asked me to compare those two. Well, this store didn't have a Ryobi Link drawer, so I'm just comparing the hyperstack drawers to one of their medium boxes, and you can see the link is quite a bit deeper than the hyperstack and a bit wider too. So it's a much bigger box compared to the hyperstack, and the latches are about the same if I remember correctly. Price wise, man, this medium box is down to $39.48. So this drawer system was 39 bucks at Walmart. So price wise, I think the Lynx is in pretty good shape, but this one's been here a while. I mean, look at the dust that's sitting on top of this box. Man, the Lynx might be the better budget box compared to the hyperstack, because you do get more storage space for the price. So we'll have to go online and look at it, but you can kind of get the general idea by comparing this drawer with their medium box, and then we'll go look at the dimensions for the drawers when we get online. I compared the Ryobi Link drawer to the Husky build-out drawer, and it had a weird locking mechanism, which I didn't like on the Ryobi Link. At least there is a locking mechanism, because on this one, again, there is no locking mechanism to keep the drawers closed. Whew. Quick tip, next time you go to the Home Depot, do not bring in something that looks like it was in their store, because man, they gave me the 4th degree trying to get out of the store. They don't even sell the brand hypertough at Home Depot, but she was like, what did you do? You were putting stuff on top and taking stuff out. So yeah, be careful about bringing stuff in to compare it, but that was the only way to do it, was to bring this in. I mean, we could have taken the measurements online and compared them, or bought everything and took them home, but I thought it'd just be easier just to bring this box over and compare them to the ones that were at Home Depot. But yeah, the employees didn't like that very much, so won't do that again.
If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and to the newsletter using the links below. We'll share more tool buying tips, classic car and classic motorcycle project finds, some motorsport news, and maybe a wrenching tip or two.